Hey YouTube, this is Gothic King Cobra 52 with another video. Now, I'm kind of surprised at some of the hidden racism towards our president, Barack Obama. I mean, holy shit, and Casper, it's pretty bad. There's at least 1 or 2 cars or more that have racist Obama stickers on them. Yesterday I saw the Calvin and Hobbes boy, you know, the one that you see pissing on the Chevy or Ford signs, you know, pissing on the word Obama with the American flag colors colored into the words. I'm like, wow. Another one saying, you got to admit that Barack Obama has a problem, you know. A lot of it's just hidden racism, you know. They can't deal with the fact that we have a half-black president. He's not fully black, he's half-black. Get over yourselves, people. And, you know, I admit, Barack Obama has some things I don't agree with, and some I do. But that's part of being president. You can't satisfy everybody. You know, and being a president is a stressful job, and people smoke to relieve stress. So you can't tell that Barack Obama quit smoking. That's a load of shit. And even if he did, good for you, Mr. President, but for the love of whoever the fuck exists up there, not God, whoever, you know, don't make the rest of the goddamn country quit with you by banning cigarettes. That's just stupid and hypocritical. But being president, no one's going to be happy with what you do. I mean, obviously, you know, being a president, you're not going to have everyone be happy with what you do, you know. Otherwise, being a president would be an easy job, but it's not, obviously. It's good coffee. Anyway, you know, well, just as an example of our country's faith in our office leaders. Bill Clinton lies about having sex with a woman. I did not have sexual relations with that woman, you know. And gets caught doing so, and he's impeached. Okay, he's good. He's lying to our country. He deserves it, you know. George W. Bush Jr. lies about weapons of mass destruction and gets reelected to another fucking term. Yeah. Oh, my fellow Americans, I believe we had weapons of mass destruction in the Al-Qaeda kind of Iraq. And they went to those supposed places of weapons of mass destruction where they were supposedly at. They found a bunch of pissed off towel heads, a bunch of camels, and a bunch of sand. Okay, I mean, to be racist, obviously, but they found a bunch of pissed off people going, why the fuck are these Americans? Why don't they just leave us the fuck alone? Because quite honestly, our country is so goddamn nosy. We are in everyone's business, whether they want us to or not. And if you think about it, you know, the wars, well, we're trying to help them defend themselves against the other countries. They've been doing the same stupid shit we've been doing for years. War, chemicals, bombs, guns, weapons, and all that. So they really don't need our help doing that when they're just killing themselves and each other. You know, the whole war situation. I don't understand why we're there anyway. But if you ask me, I think it's for oil. You know, there's a possibility that 9/11 could have been a conspiracy. I don't know why the fuck Bush would do that to his own fucking country. But if it was, it'd go, wow, all that just to get fucking oil. I mean, is our dependency on oil just a bit mundane? My theory is it should clone the gas we have on the ground to make more of it. Let people keep drilling and keep cloning, you know, make gas easier to get, therefore more affordable. Supply and demand. Supply goes up, demand goes down. And how awesome would that be? You could drive a Hummer to a gas station. It's like 50 cents a gallon. Wouldn't that be sweet? Even like the war on 30s, man, because in the 30s and 40s and 50s, and before that, gas was like a nickel or 50 cents a gallon, which is pretty expensive back then. But I'm getting way off topic. The point being is, the racism towards Barack Obama is kind of sad. I mean, it's 2011. I think hating on black people is a bit outdated and stupid, if you ask me. Kind of like our homophobia, if you will. Now, I don't believe gays are born gay. I think they choose to be gay. Which, well, before you get pissed off, hear me out. Okay, because when you're born, you know, you think girls are icky. It's just part of being a little kid. Then you grow up and your sexual urges come up. And you can't help the fact that you're gay, obviously. Case in point, saying that you're born gay is intolerant because you're saying that the parents gave that option. That was in their DNA. I don't believe so. I found out my cousin Lainey that she came out of the closet. She's now a lesbian, so... And she was born to 2 straight parents. You know? So I do believe that gays are not created. They choose to be. It's a lifestyle, if you will. I know what you're thinking. Who would choose that, right? I mean, it's kind of unfortunate. You can't help what you like sexually, you know. You can't help that you like guys or girls or whatever if you are a girl or a guy, you know. You can't help the fact that you're gay. But who would choose that? The ridicule and all that. You know, that's the unfortunate thing of our society is all a bunch of fucking racist, homophobic bastards. You know? Ramen noodles. I haven't had ramen noodles in forever, man. I mean, it's been years since I've had them, and you know, these are pretty good for if you live on your own. These are like, you know, 50 cents a bag. You can buy a whole big ass case of them for like $20, and then some cheap soda, you know, and you basically have a meal for a couple months, you know. It's a great way to save money if you're living on your own for the first time. And when I get my first apartment, I'm pretty much gonna live on ramen noodles, sandwiches, and cereal, because you know, I'm not gonna get too fancy at the groceries when I get my first place. Maybe just a box of blueberry muffin mini wheats for breakfast, you know. For lunch, have like a sandwich, and for supper, have like ramen noodles, and maybe some coffee, energy drinks, and pop. And gotta have the Doritos, man. Which I still haven't eaten these yet. I got these from a week ago, and they're still haven't opened them yet. And then sour cream and cheddar ruffles. You know, just keep the groceries to a minimum of what I know I'll like and I'll eat. So that way, you know, I'm not splurging. You know, because living on your own for the first time is difficult. But it's chicken. Ooh, so hot. Fresh off the stove, that's what she said. No. But the point being is, Barack Obama, the racism towards Barack Obama, okay, I know he's going to have some things that most people aren't going to agree with. But is there a better way of stating your disagreement than being an intolerant racist hick? Because that's what you come off as, driving your pickup down the street listening to country music, you know, with your I hate Obama stickers. You come off as a racist, intolerant prick, and it's just kind of sad, you know, it really is. But of course, Barack Obama's done a lot of good things for our country, but you refuse to see that because it's easier to blame the system than it is to take blame on yourselves. Now, some of it is the government's fault, all our problems. Some of it's our problem. You know, we got to learn to work together and communicate with our congressmen to make a better society for the United States of America. And stop butting into people's business, okay? I imagine there are a lot of countries who hate us because we have all the freedom in the world, a lot more than they do, and we keep butting into their business trying to force our beliefs down their throat, you know? I'm just saying. Now, granted, I'm sure the women are sick of being treated like that in those Muslim countries. I would agree that wouldn't be very fun. But on the same notes, you know, well, how would you like it if Mexico came over, people from Mexico came over, and tried to force their beliefs down your throat and tried to have us tolerate them and make us act like them? Immigration, they already do it. I'm kidding, but that's beside the point. You know, all this hidden racism in our country, it's kind of sad, actually. I just have to go, what? You know, it's easier to blame the government than ourselves. And some of it is the government's fault. Not all of it is, though. Yeah. And, of course, kids grow up with their parents' beliefs and the way they think, so they just go out spewing that crap off at school, not knowing what the fuck it means, just repeating what they hear their parents say. And that's likely to cause trouble in school because, for example, if your parents are against gay marriage and you go out spewing that crap to school, quite often that's always the case, and then you got people's parents who are tolerant of gays, then, you know, it's a great way to make enemies at school, all over a simple choice of some guy wanted to fuck some other guy in the ass, or some girl wanted to scissor some other girl, you know, it's just really, wow. I mean, homosexuality, I don't understand it, but not understanding something doesn't give us the right to criticize it, and I'm being hypocritical because I use the word fag and gay a lot, but that's beside the point. My point being is that we can better ourselves as a country, but we choose to make it worse because of our actions. So in conclusion, talk to your congressman about legalizing marijuana completely. Cut the bullshit, you know, because I'm sure there's people finding ways around the system, the medical marijuana system, to get high anyway. Drop the ban on tobacco, because that's just stupid. We've had a ban on alcohol. That didn't work for shit, obviously. And legalize gay marriage. And shut the fuck up and quit complaining so much. There you have it. The solution to our country. Oh, and clone gas to fix our gas crisis. Doesn't mean quit drilling, because a lot of people say, well, if they clone the gas, people in the industries will be out of money. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying let them keep drilling for more cloning supply. Just to give them something to clone from, I should say. That way both sides are happy. And if you think about this, more people can afford gas. They're buying gas guzzlers, and they're able to make more money because the supply goes up, demand goes down. More people can afford it. Industries make more money. You know, I say drop the ban on tobacco that is banned on the United States of America and make it more expensive than your average tobacco. That way, because that was doing our country a lot of good for our economy. But, you know, people caring too much gets in the way of a lot of, you know, shit. And I didn't stop kids from smoking. I guarantee you, still kids are gonna smoke. You know, all I do is piss off the adult smokers who actually enjoy them. I mean, if I get my own apartment and I'm smoking a clove cigarette, what are they gonna bust down my fucking door with a, you know, battering ram? Drop the clove cigarette! You're under arrest! Those are illegal! I mean, I'm 20 years old and I get my own apartment. I'm smoking a clove cigarette within my rights in my own apartment where it's allowed to smoke, you know? I just think the whole smoking ban is pretty childish and stupid. Kind of like the smoking ban in New York, if you ask me. It's pretty sad. Like, we don't want kids exposed to secondhand smoke. It's perfectly legit. But instead of getting rid of it, you merely move the cigarette smoke outside. So, you know, you got the adult smokers who have to freeze their asses off to just enjoy a cigarette because they can't afford, you know, the luxuries that most you congressmen can afford. You know, and cigarettes are luxury. That's a way of relieving stress. So, again, so rather than move the secondhand smoke away from children, you move it outside where kids are having to walk to and from school just to get to, you know, school. And now it's gotten so bad that if you smoke in your car and you go across the no smoking section, the cop can pull you over and give you a ticket. It's like, what's the trouble, officer? Put that cigarette out. Your car passed over a no smoking section in New York City while you are smoking a cigarette. I'm giving you a $200 ticket. What the fuck is that shit? Okay, how about you leave smokers the fuck alone and just let us smoke? I mean, you don't have to be such an ass about it. I mean, should I persecute you for being overly weight, overly obese? Because you want to talk about being unhealthy, you hypocrites. You're the ones going to McDonald's every day and ordering, like, you know, 2 fucking Big Macs and whatnot, and getting super fat, and then meanwhile you persecute us for being unhealthy. Or at least we're in better shape than you are, you know. You may have lung cancer by the time we're 80, but you'll have diabetes by the time you're 80, so it's extremely hypocritical as far as being unhealthy goes. Oh well. Anyway, if you want my guitar playing, check out my channel and see what you think. This is Gothic KingCobraJFS with another video. Thanks for watching.